Well, hello everyone. It's nice to be here again to chat with you. I hope you're doing well. Maybe you're not doing well. Maybe you're in a place of darkness. Often darkness comes just when we think that there's hope out there. Like, hey, we're able to get back out in society, but then we gotta hold off and wait a little further. And so maybe there's some the struggle, the inner struggle with that. Perhaps you're watching the news and you're just thinking, wow, when is this ever going to this pandemic be dealt with in a way that seems to be right and just? Well, when the world is dark, the world around us is dark, we always turn back to the inner light that's within us. As Christians, we believe that God is that light. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the light, or the light. And God dwells within us, speaking and operating through us. And so that peace that we're longing for that's out in the world, the joy that perhaps we're longing for out in the world, is really calling us back to God and the joy and the peace that's within us. And so this has been COVID-19, and the shutdown has been an opportunity for us to return back to the inner light, to begin to really look deeply underneath the stories of the mind, to silence our hearts, to silence our minds, to sit in that silence, and to realize that that unconditional joy, that unconditional peace is here, right now, because God is with us. So it's an exercise of seeing what are the stories that are running through my mind, whether that's anger, or whether that's fear, or whether it's frustration. To see them as simply like a computer program running through our head. That's all it is. It's just a program running in our head. And to find that our true self, our authentic self, the one that is in communion with God, is not the thoughts running on up here, but the soul operating from the heart, and to experience and return back to the experience of God dwelling with us. Give an example about fear and some of the things we're covering in the Bible study. So yesterday I was mowing the lawn, and I got the whole lawn completed, and there was just one last strip that I had to do, and just happened to notice that the lawnmower was kind of smoking, and I looked on the side of it's a push lawnmower, and I looked on the side of the bed, and actually the grass on the side of the bed of the lawnmower was smoldering. I thought, must be hot. So I kicked the grass off the bed of the lawnmower. And behind the grass was a little flickering flame, just like a Bic lighter, if you will. And I thought, there's a flame here. Well, no sooner did I say that than the whole bed of the lawnmower was now aflame. It was literally like a gas grill. Linda happened to be in the yard. I said, Linda, grab the hose. So she grabbed the hose. She came over. We hosed off the lawnmower, cooled it down. We prevented the fire from getting worse. Now, during that whole time, the experience is curiosity. The experience is trying to interpret, well, what's going on here? There's a flame. And then there's the experience of alarm. Let's go into action to prevent this from getting out of control. Never once was there fear. Yet, as soon as that's all put to bed, the fire is put out. My wife began to say, could you believe if this happened? Boy, if we didn't do this, this whole thing would have blown up. And so begins the story of what if? And that's what brings about the fear. Fear is an illusion. It's a story about something that happened in the past. Fear never takes place in what is truly so in this moment. Fear is always about something that happened in the past or we projected into the future with worry. So our anxieties and our worries are just an illusion. And reality, the reality that we truly live in, is God. The God of love, the God of joy, the God of peace, who declares himself to be present in this moment when he says to Moses, I am that I am. So, if you find yourself having experiences of thoughts that are dark, is to take a moment and to see them for what they are. It's a computer program running in the brain. Don't shut them off. Don't run away from them. Don't ignore them. If we ignore them, they only expand. No, become like the natural scientist who sees an animal in the woods, and that person studies the animal, remains with them, sees how that behavior operates. That's what we do with our fears and our anxieties, our angers and all of that, is we stay with that experience and we watch the rising of it and the falling of it. We look at the thoughts that drive the emotions, so that when we're able to see it as a story and not as reality, we can then quickly drop the story and turn back to what is truly so in this here and now, which is God. So, may you have a joyful week. May you have a peaceful week. And whatever you might be struggling with in this time, surrender that to God. Just be aware of it, allow it to be what it is, and then surrender that to God and the love that God is. And see how that exercise works. And let us know if that exercise works. It's been the church's experience for 2,000 years that this is how we relate, how we invite God, invoke God into our life. So check it out. See for yourself. God's peace and blessings, and I hope that you're doing well, and we'll see you next week.